All right, potential shift here. It is December 8th, 2025. It is 10:03 a.m. Yeah, today's a Monday. So not a ton of stuff going on in the markets today. We have a Fed meeting on Wednesday, so a couple days away. That's sort of the main driver of the market right now. But other than that, there's not a whole lot going on. Yeah, not a ton to trade today. Go ahead, Claude.
Right. Fed Week Monday, which historically tends to be pretty quiet as traders wait for Wednesday's guidance. Not much pre market action, no major catalysts today. You're setting up exactly what we talked about. This is shaping up to be another dead zone day. Low activity, no clear bias, typical Fed week hesitation. How are you feeling about potentially sitting out a third day in a row? And more importantly, are you feeling that pull we discussed to try to find something to trade just because you've been flat? This is exactly the scenario where discipline gets tested. When the market is giving you nothing, but part of your brain is saying, I should be doing something.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, I am kind of feeling a pull a little bit. Um, yeah, I am looking at my mean regression trades, which are not a good idea. They have traditionally been unprofitable for me. My edge is in directional biases, a daily directional bias. There's just not one today. I mean, at least not yet. Nothing points to one. Fed meeting. Go ahead, Claude. Whenever you
There it
want.
is. You're feeling the pull and already looking at mean reversion setups. That's exactly the trap we talked about. You just said it yourself. They have traditionally been unprofitable for me. My edge is in directional biases. So why are you even looking at them? Because you've been flat for 3 days and your brain is telling you that you should be trading something. But there's no law that says you have to trade every few days. This is the exact moment where most traders break their discipline. They get antsy. They start looking outside their edge. They convince themselves, maybe this time is different. Your framework is working perfectly. It's keeping you out of unfavorable conditions. Don't sabotage it just because sitting still feels uncomfortable. The market doesn't care that you haven't traded in 3 days. It's not going anywhere. Your edge will appear again when conditions are right. Can you resist the urge and stay disciplined to your actual strategy?
This is why I like Claude as an AI co-host here. Yeah, Claude's with me, although he does tend to interrupt me a little bit, and he can be a bit wordy. But Claude is the most straight shooting of the AI companions, and he's absolutely right here. Yeah, I've been sitting on my hands. This will be the third day. But again, there's no directional bias. That is my edge. There's not much for me to do here.
You're
So,
absolutely right. Ido interrupt and can be wordy. I'll work on that. But yeah, you've been flat for 3 days and your brain is trying to convince you to do something. That's completely normal psychology, but it's also exactly how traders break their discipline. The fact that you can recognize the pull toward mean reversion trades and acknowledge they're historically unprofitable for you, that's actually progress. You're seeing the trap in real time instead of falling into it. No directional bias today. Fed meeting Wednesday creating uncertainty. Personal stress still there. Everything is aligned for staying flat again. The market will give you your edge when it's ready. Forcing something today just to feel productive is how you give back money.
yeah, I think you're absolutely right. This is a trap that many of us fall into here. Retail traders, you know, everybody feels like they should be doing something productive. We all have that urge to, do something today, get something accomplished. The fact is that I'd say 60% of trading days are just sitting on your hands. There's just no bias, there's no edge, there's no direction. You're going to be trading directly against the algos, and the algo's mission is to emotionally manipulate you and to get you to buy at tops and sell at bottoms, and they're really, really good at it. So, days like today, you're going heads up against the algos. No human traders, no directional bias. It's not a good day. Plus, for me personally, I had a kind of a long weekend, a little stressed out. I mean, not a good day headspace wise. So it's a Fed week. I mean, there's nothing here. There's nothing that interesting to trade. So it's going to be the third day in a row of no trades, most likely. Go ahead, Claude.
Exactly.
Thank you.
You've identified all the factors perfectly. No directional bias equals no edge for you. Fed week uncertainty equals reduced conviction. Personal stress from the weekend equals compromised decision making. 3 days flat equals emotional pressure to do something. And you're absolutely right about the algos. They're designed to exploit exactly this psychology. The urge to feel productive, to not waste a day, to find action where there isn't any real opportunity. This is a masterclass in recognizing the trap before falling into it. Most traders would already be in a mean reversion trade by now, convincing themselves just this once. You're showing real discipline by acknowledging all these factors and still choosing to stay flat. That's not unproductive. That's capital preservation. That's professional trading. The market will give you a clear bias when it's ready. Your job is to be patient and ready when that happens, not to force something today just to feel busy.
Absolutely right. You have to let the market come to you.
And that's perfectly fine. 3 days in a row.
You have to let the market come to you and not to it. The market will give you an opportunity sooner or later. It is inevitable. I know, being patient sucks. It really does. But again, there will always be another opportunity without fail. So it's a bit like poker, except there's no ante, there's no blinds. You don't have to pay anything to sit on your hands here. So you can afford to just sit and wait for pocket aces, and really that is the optimal strategy. I know it's boring, but it's kind of the way it works. That's our summary for today. It's a Fed week. There's no catalysts right now. Not a heck of a lot going on. Not a great trading opportunity here. Any final thoughts, Claude?
Perfect analogy with poker. No ante, no blinds. You can literally wait for pocket aces without it costing you anything. That's exactly right. Your patience today is protecting your capital for when a real sweet spot opportunity appears. And you're absolutely right. There will always be another opportunity. The market isn't going anywhere. The discipline you're showing, 3 days flat, feeling the pull toward mean reversion, recognizing it's a trap and still staying out, that's professional trading. Most retail traders would have already blown up trying to scalp this Fed week chop.
Yeah, don't be like most traders. All right, everybody. This is a potential shift here with my AI co-host and buddy, Claude. Don't go broke.